Greetings everyone! Welcome back. This is part 3 of the Schemora showcase. So far, we have seen how ChatGPT helped us define the concept of a business application, then how Recroby turned that into a model, and how Schemora used that model to generate a complete working application. We even tried the application directly in the browser. Now it's time to download the full source code, build the solution, and run the application locally. Let's see how that works. In the Functions menu, I select Download Visual Studio Project. A summary appears, showing the elements included in the application model. Downloading the project comes with a cost. In this case, it will be 41 euro cents. After clicking the download button, Schemora will generate the source code for all projects and package the entire solution into a zip file. Now I am extracting the files and opening the solution in Visual Studio. I immediately start the build solution process, and while it builds, we will take a look at the projects we received. The RGF Demo IP is a test-purpose identity provider service built on Duend Identity Server. It is used to simulate authentication processes in the development environment. The model project contains data models for the different modules. These include, for example, the product status enum definition from the product management module, or the class representing the branch entity. The purpose of this project is to manage entity and type definitions in a central place, so they can be reused by other layers, such as the data access layer, the business logic layer, or the presentation layer. The database project contains the data access layer, which is built on the Entity Framework CoreDB context class. Its purpose is to manage the physical and logical connection to the database and to configure the entities. I generated this project using a preview version of the Schemora, and currently, it only includes migrations for SQL Server. The final version will also support migrations for PostgreSQL and Oracle, as supported by the Recroby framework. For now, those migrations would need to be created manually. The project also includes entity configuration and dictionary import files required by the Recroby framework. As well as insert scripts for loading test data. The Web API project contains the server-side endpoints and their corresponding controllers, which are responsible for handling client-side requests. Each entity, such as product, inherits from a common base class, which is built on the generic base class of RGF Core. This structure ensures consistent behavior and reusability across the different API components. The Blazor WASM is a Blazor WebAssembly-based project that functions as a single-page application, responsible for the client-side visual presentation. The project is built on the Bootstrap-based version of the Recroby framework Blazor client, which provides the layout and user interface rendering. Meanwhile, the build process completed successfully, so now I will start the identity provider service. Based on the configuration settings, this service automatically creates its own database in the local SQL Server instance. Next, I will launch the Web API project. In the log, we can clearly see that the system automatically runs the required migrations, imports the entity configurations, the dictionaries, and also the test data. As a result, the API becomes ready to use immediately. Now I will launch the Blazor WebAssembly-based client application. On the login screen, I enter the default username and password set up for the demo. After successful authentication, the application loads. So, this is a fully functional demo application that is ready to use in the development environment. This is the same program we saw running in a previous part of this video series, but now we are running it locally. Finally, let's take a look at the database structure in SQL Server Management Studio. I create a new diagram and add all the tables. We can clearly see the complete database structure, generated by Schemora, powered by the Recroby AI Assistant. For further development and customization, I recommend watching the Recrogrid Framework step-by-step video series, where I walk you through the possibilities of extending and fine-tuning the system step-by-step. If you found this series interesting, make sure to click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.